Oh, let's hope the problem with the chain counter is the sensor, because a new cable is almost as expensive and a heck of a lot more difficult to sort, because it's got to run behind here somewhere, maybe under the floor, and over there and up to the helm. Well, this one should be much easier to run. So this is the SeaTalk1 to SeaTalk NG or NMEA 2000 network. So it's got 3 wires at this end and converts the signal. So we'll be able to plug it into the backbone, take out a T-piece, use one white connector as for the drop cable that comes from that, and plug in the other one. So we've got a spare I don't know, socket for another drop cable down the track if needed, like maybe an AIS. And there's its part number if one is interested. It comes with a wee thank you note for buying a really expensive piece of equipment that doesn't seem to be cost near that much to make. Installation instructions, completely useless apart from telling you what the LED flashing means. So there's the LED just here, and of course doesn't tell you what the pinouts are for the plug. It assumes, of course, you've got a completely unadulterated system where you just plug it in. This long box contains a black wrap, which I'm going to use as the protection for the adhesive holding the windows in. And that will wait for a calm day. Well, this will have to wait for another day, because it's my mother-in-law's 94th birthday today, so we'll go and have dinner with her. It's mid-afternoon on Tuesday. I've been up in Kirikiri this morning. Surprise, surprise, it's still blowing a fairly strong sou'wester, but it's a fairly warm day. First plan of action, connect the SeaTalk1 drop cable to the AutoPilot Remote, which has SeaTalk1. Okay, well, fortunately it is colour coded, so obviously the earth, ground, negative is that one, and here it's just the black one. Well, back into the electronics bay. So we will go to the backbone of the SeaTalk NG, which is an NMEA 2000 network here. Change the backbone connector and pop the remote somewhere over here, which is on the starboard side. That's the course computer there, and the converter for the analog instruments into digital. There's not much room up here. I've got an air conditioning duct hard in the back of my head. I'll cut the cable ties and remove that connector out of the backbone and replace it with our new one, which the yellow one is the SeaTalk1 going into the thing, which is a SeaTalk1 to SeaTalk NG converter. Backbone goes into blue, dropper cables go into white. We only need one dropper cable at the moment. Oh, a bit of a shadow from my head torch, but we now have the backbone into the blue ones, the spur cable or dropper cable as I called it before, into a white one, a blanking plug into the white one, and SeaTalk1 into the yellow one. And this is the one we've removed. So useful spare. I'll tempt fate and clip off all the cable ties. So it runs along to here. I suppose I better fire up the network and see if it works. I'll turn everything on. VHF, AutoPilot and instruments. I'll give it a little bit of time to boot everything up. It's the main displays which take time, the Axiom 12. Right, well, fingers crossed. There we go, it's found it. So there's standby. So if we go to pilot, and if we look up here, we should find that things are moving. And we have a light going. Can you see it? There we are, the green thing. Okay, a success. Let's put it on again. And mode. Track. 1. We're on standby at the moment, so that noise, that will be the drive engaging. It'll complain because it can't actually get on course because the boat's not moving. We'll go the other way, shall we? Oh, I think we'll call that a success. Yeah, that click was it going back on to standby. Oh, ceiling panel's back up until next time. It may well be the new Navionics card on the Axiom 12. And now we can get back up into the saloon. Oh, time for a late afternoon tea. Maybe tomorrow we can do the anchor winch sensor or chain sensor. Well, it's quite windy out there. Actually, there could be a wind warning out, but as we're not going anywhere, I won't bother checking. So, I might as well make myself useful. So I will try and put a bit of a shine on all the chrome work. Of course, it's pitted. Well, I'd like to think that's looking shinier. I'll attempt to stick this irritating ceiling panel up. We'll replace the Velcro, see how we go. nothing's ever easy, so trying to get the gearbox off, doesn't want to come off. Got the motor off, unwound those ridiculously long bolts off, or nuts off studs. Everything's frustrating on the boat. We put it back together and realised the key had fallen out, so I managed to find it amongst the anchor chain without pulling all the anchor chain out. Pull the gearbox and motor off again in the process, so we'll give it a good clean. Now we've got it completely out. Oh, finally it's together, and we have the circlip on and the key. Oh, next job, cable ties. Well, not an obvious win so far. Let's read the manuals again. Seems to be working. Let's see if I can prove it. So 6 meters, and we're going to go down. And chain runs on. Chain runs on the wee bit. Okay, so got more than 6 meters out, but never mind. And bring it back up. So it stops when you take the finger off. So docking distance. So then we can go slowly. Last bit up. Okay, we'll go check. Okay, cups stuck on with 3M VHB tape. Far enough forward that we can still get to the window. Things will have to end up on a slight angle, but it should do what the Admiral wishes. I'll let it be for a while for the tape to get up to full strength, but the wet weather gear can go out of this wardrobe on the starboard hull and sea boots into what's now our new wet locker. Okay, going for the trifecta of success. So that's staying up. Let's take this off. Well, certainly better. I might put it back up just to reverse the bend that was on the panel. Oh, we need a new spring for the Maxwell anchor winch. I'm sure we can order one. It's Thursday evening. Storm blowing from the south. Tomorrow is supposed to be another front coming through in the afternoon. My new navigation card has arrived. I need to activate it by popping it in the computer. I got sidetracked talking to one of the neighbours. There's the what I think is the Great Barrier Ferry heading out after its maintenance. So it's been up at Shipco 360, which is where Matthew worked for a long Christmas period. Well, I see you end up getting a basically blank card. You download everything and it says it's going to take 9 hours. Great. I suppose it might as well start, but it obviously won't be installed today. I thought I'd better plug the power and it was going to take that long. So, making pretty short work of the actual charts. Oh, Matthew's coming up, so if the weather's not too bad, we'll head out Friday late afternoon. Failing that Saturday, need to be back reasonably early Sunday morning because we're going out to a restaurant to celebrate Omar's 94th birthday. Well, that was quicker than it said, so we need to put the micro SIM in the back of the Axiom 12 display. So I'll see if I can get in from this hatch up here. And it should be hopefully easier than trying to get right to the top of the electronics bay from down in the ceiling of the starboard hull. Pull the panel out, so up in there is the back of the Axiom 12. Well, hopefully with the step ladder I can get up in there and reach it. Well, that was incredibly difficult. Of course, you've got to get your thumbnail on the wee bridge to get it out. But finally managed it. Don't even know if you can see it, but it's in there. To do it, I had to stand on the top thing up here, which the leather manufacturer expressly forbids, but managed it. I'll put the hatch back in and go see if it works. In fact, I might go see if it works first. Right, well, the charts are there, but it won't display sonar chart at the moment. So this is off our place, but I've just Googled it. So menu fishing chart. There it goes. Not intuitive at all. People who need to know where the depths are, and not just fishermen. So our house is about here somewhere. There's the sandbank. This is the mooring. If we find us, there we go. Now we have a lot more detail.